I've been thinking it over, and I've decided what I want to be when I grow up.
That's nice, honey. What?
President of the United States.
Well, that would make me very proud, Carlton. Imagine my son, the country's first black president.
I'm black.
Who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Support them, and show them, Who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Support them, tell them who do you love?
Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And let me know down below, who do you love? Even Stevens may have been best known for being the show that prepared Shia LaBeouf to stardom, but there were also a lot of other actors that made their careers on that show. One of these actors was Gary LeRoi Gray, who played the role of Nelson Tibideaux on the show. If you've been wondering what he's been up to, don't worry, I've got you. Let's go. As a Chicago native, Gary was born on February 12, 1987. Gary started modeling at a young age, and as a precocious toddler, his parents knew that he was meant for the spotlight. A competition in New York brought him face to face with a producer from the hit show, The Cosby Show. Gary was requested to meet Mr. Cosby himself, and it was then that Gary's acting career was born. At the tender age of 4, he was casted as Nelson.
See Uncle Theo graduate.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Is that your dress?
He was one of the newest additions to the cast before the show finally ended. After spending 2 years in New York, Gary's family figured it was time to take him to Hollywood. Gary landed roles on shows such as The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Living Single.
They're furry and they have teeth. I just want to feed them.
Come on, when we get upstairs, we'll start with the marsupials. Yeah.
Family Matters.
What are we hunting? Dinosaurs. Look, there's a big one.
High Incident, ER, Crayola Kids Adventures Tales, and his resume was already stacked before he even hit the double digits. And he definitely was making a name for himself. In 1997, when Gary was around 10, he was casted as one of the main characters in a short-lived Weird Al show. He played the role of Bobby the Inquisitive Boy, and his character was pretty integral to the show. However, the Weird Al show only lasted for a total of 13 episodes before it was canceled. With Gary appearing in 7 of the episodes, it wasn't very successful, but later it went on to become a cult classic with the continued popularity of Will Al himself. He kept getting small roles consistently from this point. In 1998, he even played a young version of Tiger Woods in a made-for-TV movie called The Tiger Woods Story. It's safe to say that there was no shortage of work for Gary. That year, he would also make his big screen debut in the 1998 film Slappy and the Stinkers. It was a kids movie with an $8 million budget, but it ended up failing in theaters. In 2000, Gary would make his debut as a voice actor in one of the most iconic Nickelodeon shows, Rocket Power. He voiced Sam, one of the main characters on the show. He also voiced Charlie in Clifford the Big Red Dog and Timmy's best friend AJ in The Fairly Odd Parents. His voice acting roles were killing it, and in 2001, he would be cast in a life-changing role with the Disney Channel, Even Stevens. On that show, he played a recurring role as Nelson Tibideaux. But even after the show ended, Gary's role in The Fairly Odd Parents made history as one of the longest running shows with Nickelodeon, so he still received that big orange paycheck. But even aside from that, Gary would have a successful career. He appeared on TV shows like Fillmore, House, and CSI Miami. And he also appeared in movies like Bring It On, All or Nothing.
Hey, Buffy. Ready to be my baby's mama?
Tyson.
Do it again, and I am plucking grapes. Or in your case, raisins. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And Noah's Ark jumping the broom in 2008.
Well, according to the schedule, it says that Ricky should be taking pictures of the backyard foliage to email to florists to ensure garden leaves will not clash.
Yeah, right.
In between films, he took some time to explore his other creative sides, expanding into spoken word and music, and also he attended the University of California. He released a couple of mixtapes under the name Lyrics.
She bout as goofy as can be. The only girl that quotes Disney movies more than me. We can watch the tube hours on end, or talk about how different Ryu is.
In 2014, he got a role in Blackbird.
Resume jerking off like a normal teenage sex scene. Come on. It's not gay to talk about sex, Randy. Straight guys never talk about anything else. So, how long has it been since you choked the chicken?
And he had a few independent short films that he starred in. Behind the scene, he became a talent scout and a producer, writer, and acting coach. He joined forces with his Bring It On co-star and a few other child actors, and together they do acting workshops under GS Acting Workshop. He also joined the Live from the Couch podcast, and he started his own entertainment company called Gray Skies ENT. It wasn't an easy task, but he is determined to grow beyond the big screen. He had a few commercials. One of his biggest ones was the 2003 Pepsi ad. In 2018, he was in a bad car accident and was bedridden for a couple of months. It allowed him to tap into painting, and he got very serious with it. That now he made it into a business and started Art by GLG. In 2019, with a collaborative effort with Rare Wear, he started his own clothing line. As of recently, of 2021, he appeared in the animated Batman The Long Halloween movie, where he voiced the role of Officer Pierce. Within the same year, he was given the lead role in Trace, playing Detective Darnell Williams. Now the 35-year-old heartthrob has transitioned from a child star into adulthood with grace. He credits his mom and dad for such a normal upbringing, despite starting in the industry so young. It's great to see that he's still pursuing his passions and working. Well, that's a wrap for the story of Gary LeRoi Gray. If you want to know what he's up to, stop by his page and check him out. And let me know down below, who do you love?
Who do you love? Support them, support them. Tell them who do you love?